Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, well, hello and welcome to your Wednesday.
Good afternoon, Swanee.
I've got a good news, bad news story.
Give it to me.
Do you remember that picture book growing up, Good News, Bad News?
No?
Oh, it's one of those things. I've never seen it again. I saw it when I was 6 and I loved it. I love the whole premise of it. Every page had a good news thing, like, good news, you won the lottery. Bad news, it's a joke.
What? That's savage.
I know, it was really savage. But ever since I first saw that, I always have little good news, bad news examples in my life.
Stuck with you through life.
You know that I have been decluttering my house for around 2 years now.
Yeah, longer.
I'm almost at the end of it, but I'm finding amazing things like cards from the kids and just beautiful things.
You found some vouchers. I remember.
I found another voucher this morning.
Stop.
I know. And what about this? Aurora Spa Retreat. I mean,
Stunning.
the best.
You need that, Chrissy Swan.
It expires.
Oh, no.
So the good news is Aurora Spa Retreat, a 1.5 hour treatment of your choice.
Beautiful.
Can you imagine? 22nd of the 11th, 2008.
What?
It expired.
Did Gretel give that to you when you walked off Big Brother? Like, how old is that?
It is older than Leo. It is older than Leo.
Are they still around?
I don't know.
We've given them a plug. Tom, can you do some research?
Look at
I'm
it.
sure you should still be able to cash that in.
1.5 hour massage of your choice, 22nd of November 2008. Now, I know that there was some laws recently passed.
There were.
With lockdown and stuff that means that you can still get vouchers, but I don't know whether 16 years ago is going to cut it.
Don't think so, Swanee.
It looks so good.
Speaking of vouchers, we have a Specsavers voucher, a VIP Specsavers voucher to give away next in the kids edition of I Spy.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's chat to a kiddlywink.
I Spy with My Little Eye. Chrissy Swan's I Spy. Thanks to Specsavers.
Coming at you live from Slacks Creek, it's Miley. Hello, Miley.
Hi,
Hi. State your age, please, young lady.
I'm 10.
You're 10. So what does that mean? Are you in grade 5?
Yeah,
And how's it going? I've got a grade 5 at home.
it's good.
You a bit moody? You getting a bit moody,
No comment.
Miley?
Miley, were your parents fans of Miley Cyrus, the great woman?
Yes.
I love that Mum is there. All right, Miley, this is how it's going to work. We are going to play I Spy. Do you know how that works, Miles?
Yeah,
All right, hop in the car with me and Jack. You are no doubt a much better driver than he is. We could be anywhere in the world, right? And
yeah,
I'm going to start it now. Are you ready? Do you have your thinking brain in?
yeah.
I spy with my little eye, Miley, something beginning with D. And it's the most famous theme park in the world and the happiest place on earth.
Is it Disneyland?
It is Disneyland, Miley. You have just won a VIP Specsavers voucher for a pair of glasses or sunglasses. You'll be the coolest kid in Slacks Creek. And $250 cash. Are you saving your pocket money for anything at the moment, Miley?
I don't know.
Ah,
Miley, how come you're not at school today? You sound like you're not having a great time.
It was sports carnival and I forgot my hat.
oh, that is a great, great thing.
Well done, Miley.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Download the free Priceline Pharmacy app and skip the prescription queue. With its handy pre-order function, order your script and they'll message you when it's ready.
Visit priceline.com.au for more details about the Priceline app. The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're talking urban myths.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that there is any time that you feel more stupid than when you believe in the story that you're hearing.
And then when you later find out, you feel like such an idiot.
No, and what's worse is then you tell that story as if it's happened to you or as
Yes.
if you know the person it's happened to. And then it turns out to be utterly made up. Glenn Powell, who is an actor that I haven't really seen in anything.
I keep meaning to watch that movie that he shot here with Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney, Anyone But You.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, and it just doesn't look like my thing, but I did see a lot of headlines at the time with him.
Same, and much like the rule you've taught me, when they do so much press like they did, it's generally shit.
Yeah, it's a box office stinker. Anyway, Glenn Powell has sat down and regaled a podcast host about a story that absolutely, definitely 100% happened to a friend of his. Have a listen.
She goes on a date with this guy. She goes back to his apartment that night and he's like, hey, can I give you a massage? She just started getting like weird vibes. She's like, something feels off. She's kind of just feeling like everything's just feeling odd. She leaves. Her skin starts itching like crazy the next day. She goes to the doctor. It turns out that it's a black market lotion that breaks down skin for human consumption. Was rubbing lotion on her body to eat her.
Full cannibal?
I mean, that is a shocking story.
A great story, though. Like a Netflix doco kind of story.
And also, does that cream really exist? Come on.
I mean, if you put some, like, form of chemical or acid in there, probably. Like, some murderer probably could do that.
Turns out that did not happen to Glenn Powell's sister's friend at all. It's an urban myth. And if you Google the basic premise of the story...
Yeah, right.
It comes up in many, many different incarnations over years.
How embarrassing for him.
But the thing is, if somebody tells you something that happened to a friend of theirs, that's all the provenance I really ever need.
And if it's a good story, you'll run with it, man.
Have you ever sort of fallen victim to an urban myth? 13 24 10, by the way. What is an urban myth that you have fallen for?
Last year, I remember it so well because it was such a great story. My mate Elle was telling me this story that she'd heard through a makeup artist friend of hers who...
See, right, straight there, I'm there.
Yeah.
Like, obviously this happened.
But it's always a friend of a friend. That's the first red flag.
Yes.
And it was about a wedding situation where the bride, just before the reception, was going to find the groom and she walked into a bedroom and the groom was there, a full-grown man, being breastfed by his mum. And I'm like, what a tale. Like, how amazing is that story? 2 weeks later, I heard that story again. And I was like, hang on, this is a different friendship group that I'm hearing it from. This is a bit weird.
But maybe that makeup artist is, she's got a lot of friends.
Global.
Yeah.
And then I gave it a Google and it turns out it's a story that's been told on Reddit for like years. Podcasts have spoken about it for years. So people have just somehow made it relate to their own friendship group.
Had you shared that story with anyone? Like, a friend of a friend?
I went home and told my housemate because I'm like, that's nuts. And I wanted to find out who it was.
Yeah, of course. Do you, have you confronted the person that told you?
I haven't. I hope she's listening right now, though.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're talking about urban myths. An actor called Glenn Powell has passed off a story that did not happen as fact, as something that did actually happen to his sister's friend. Have a listen.
She goes on a date with this guy. She goes back to his apartment that night and he's like, hey, can I give you a massage? She just started getting like weird vibes. She's like, something feels off. She's kind of just feeling like everything's just feeling odd. She leaves. Her skin starts itching like crazy the next day. She goes to the doctor. It turns out that it's a black market lotion that breaks down skin for human consumption. Was rubbing lotion on her body to eat her.
Whoever he was talking to on the podcast obviously hasn't heard the urban myth by his squealing.
Jake Shane. And then Glenn had to go on Twitter and admit that obviously his sister's friend was lying because that has been all over Reddit for years.
I tell you what, it is lucky that he didn't take that story and bring it one step closer to him.
Yeah.
My mum, when she was little, I think it really changed her DNA. A friend of hers told her when she was about 8 or 9 that cats give birth to kittens through their mouths. Right? So she hit the schoolyard with that fact. Well, this is, my friends told me, blah, blah, blah. And I think one kid said, I don't believe you. That's not how it goes. And then mum took it one step further and said, I've seen it.
Oh, Pat.
And Turns out, weirdly, the cats don't give
No.
birth in that way. They don't come out their mouth. But I think that taught her the lesson that never, ever bring it closer than
Absolutely
a friend of a friend.
not. And not to your own eyes.
I know. Angela, you can't get past the fact that we haven't seen this Glenn Powell movie.
I cannot give you an urban myth at all. I just can't get out of my head that you have not seen anyone but you.
So why should we see it? We saw all the publicity with Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell, and I just felt like it stunk.
I don't do movies. My brain goes too much to watch movies. Everything's fake. But my 19-year-old daughter said, Mum, you need to watch this. You'll like this. And it had me grinning from ear to ear the whole way through.
Wow.
And I mean the whole way through. I could probably go and watch it again, and I never watch anything twice.
Now, Angela, while we've got you, thank you for that recommendation. We
Yeah,
might
we like
actually
that.
watch it because of you.
I need you to go and watch it, and I'll be ringing in again at the end of the week.
Oh, I
so
love this.
Put it in your diary, and I promise.
Oh, and
Angela, have you just got the hots for
I'll buy
Glenn
you a
Powell?
beer or something.
I love it when you boss us around, Ange. I've got to ask, I think you're probably about my age if you've got a 19-year-old daughter. Do you remember when we were youths, there was an urban myth going around that involved a car and a thud on the roof and someone with a head on a spear? Do you remember that one?
Oh, I'm not that old. No.
Swanee.
I am originally from Tasmania, so that might explain a bit. But
Oh, maybe-
I'm 41, Chrissy.
Oh, God, you were really a child bride. All right, let's move on to Bree. Hello, Bree.
No.
Oh, no, our phones are stuck.
Not in the middle of urban myths.
Does that mean we also cannot have Samantha? Oh, we can't have any of them.
No,
Well,
they're two great stories.
well, let's talk about them because we can see them on the screen. Oh, we've got Bree. Hello, Bree.
Hello.
Hello. God, it was a close call. Tell us, what is the urban myth that nearly came back to bite you?
Well, I actually found out that it was an urban myth after the fact. I actually had no idea about it originally. I got it brought to my attention. I was actually involved in it.
Oh,
What happened?
So I went to a wedding. I wore a red dress as I liked the dress. I figured it wasn't white, so it was a go.
yeah.
I did get I wouldn't say strange looks. I got stared at a bit. And then as everyone has a couple of drinks in the night, I had a couple of people come up to me and go, oh, you know the groom quite well, wouldn't you? And I'm like, well, yeah, we're family friends, you know. Everyone's good mate. And I just agreed with it. And then my best mate has told me a couple of days later that if you wear red to a wedding, you've slept with the groom.
Oh, my God, Bree.
I had no idea.
But
I
had
just
you?
like
Had
to-
you, though? Had you, though?
Do you want to?
No. I was told, you know.
Well, I didn't know
We all
that
have
one.
Yeah, we
I
all
didn't-
have our taste in men, and I can tell you that's not one of them.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I didn't know that. Did you, Jack?
I'd never heard of that, but it kind of tracks. Like, I
Yeah.
like that.
Okay, we're having problems. Oh, Samantha, hello, you're there.
Hello, I am. How are
Hi.
you?
Good. What is your urban myth?
Well, many, many years ago when I was first dating my husband, someone told, and I wanted to do something a little bit silly, someone told me at a cemetery in Brisbane, if you take your car there and you get your car in a certain spot and you put it in neutral, that your car will start going uphill by itself.
Ooh.
So I convinced him to come, and we went there, and I looked like a complete so-and-so.
Oh, my God.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show. Chrissy's clickbait.
But first in clickbait, Oprah's in hospital and I'm not okay.
Oh, no.
If anything happens to that woman, I'm going to have a day off.
She probably just wanted a break from Stedman.
No, I think he's really nice and easy company.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do.
I just feel like if he was that great, we would see him out with her more, or like they do stuff together.
No, they don't need to. They've got that amazing house with the incredible dogs and gardens.
Yeah.
And they just hang out together.
Well, he lives in an outhouse, doesn't he? I reckon he's got a boyfriend out there.
Do you?
We're on air, aren't we? I probably should.
Yeah, no, you probably shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. Well, she is, she's been rushed to hospital, I'm going to say. I don't know if it was rushed, but I like to say that.
Rushed.
But of course, in the absence of an actual comment from Oprah, let's hear what her best friend Gail has to say.
I'm so glad you were here. And I'm so sorry that Oprah can't. Yesterday she said, I'm going to rally. She had some kind of stomach flu where stuff was coming out of both ends. I won't get too graphic. But needless to say, she ended up in the hospital, dehydration, get an IV, so it was a very serious thing.
Oh.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
I got one little question.
Shoot.
If she's not going to get too graphic, why did she say the words stuff coming out of both ends?
Right.
That's too much information.
That sounds serious.
Gail, remember, you're on air too. Just like Jack, there are some things that you really shouldn't put your best friend in like that. I love those two.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, Gail.
And also,
Oprah.
Gail's like a talent in herself.
Yes, she is.
She's not just the best friend. That gal's got chops.
Yeah, it's true. But also, like, you know, Nepo babies are a thing now, which, you know, if you've never heard that term, it's sort of kids of famous people getting a break because they are kids of famous people. Gail's not going to be doing what she's doing if she wasn't Oprah's best friend.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
She's a besto baby. Hey, let's move on to Rihanna. She has, we were very intrigued and interested to hear that her makeup line, Fenty, is worth billions of dollars. And it just made us think, why would you ever lift a finger in a studio ever again? But it is her passion. She was at the launch of her hair products. Now, these look amazing. And did you know, via my work with Priceline, hair stuff is the new thing.
You were saying that. Is that because, not to sound crass, is that because it's lucrative? Is there a lot of money in the hair game?
I don't know if there's money, but there is almost no cool things for your hair. You can get every sort of lotion and potion for your face.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing for your hair. So it's a real thing that's happening. Her new products, Rihanna's products, are formulated with Replicor 5.
Right.
Which I don't know what that is, but it sounds hardcore.
It sounds like she knows her stuff, that kind of throwing that term in there.
She
does.
does.
Like, I'll buy it.
I'm so excited for her new album. She's been promising it for years. Look, she has been busy building an empire and also building a family.
But still, R9, we need it.
R9, I didn't even know that was a thing. It's got a code.
It does.
Rihanna 9. It's her 9th album. We want it. Please give it to us. This is what she had to say.
Music for me is a new discovery. I'm rediscovering things. I have been working on the album for so long that I kind of just put all that stuff aside, and now I'm prepared to go back in the studio. So I'm going to start.
So what does that mean? Have you been working on it, or are you going to start? Maybe she's doing that thing that amazing writers do where they do a whole first draft and then they burn it and start again.
I love that idea, but I don't think it's that. I think she told the label that she's been working on it for a couple of years, but she hasn't lifted a finger.
That reminds me of what I was like at high school.
This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
You don't have to worry about dinner tonight, Jack. I've got you sorted.
I know. Run me through what I've got to do and what you've actually brought in for me.
I bought in a vat of leftover rigatoni carbonara.
Stunning. And
God,
I
it
would
was
never
good.
make that.
Can I tell you, last night it was an absolute triumph. I was going to say, you know when you make something for your kids and it's just tasty, you wouldn't know that. But I was thrilled to bring it in for you, but it nearly didn't happen. As you know, I've been struck with the lady madness my whole life. And I was halfway to work almost when I realised I did not have your dinner on the passenger seat. And I did a U-turn and went back and picked it up.
I appreciate that you nearly missed the show for me, though.
It's my pleasure.
Hey, coming up before 4 o'clock, we're going to be talking about hot rodent boyfriends.
I love that 3-word combination.
So do I.
Like nothing else. A hot rodent boyfriend is exactly the sort of thing that I would coin, isn't it?
Absolutely. I'm surprised you haven't. But next, Chrissy's Quizzy.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's give away one of these bum bags, shall we?
Chrissy's Quizzy.
I'm going to talk about it later, but I have freed up some room in my bum bag by minimising my car keys.
What do you mean? You just catching Ubers everywhere?
No, I will discuss that at a later date.
I love it. That's called a tease in the biz.
It is a tease. Who have we got, Jackie? Introduce our caller.
Stuart, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Stuart. Would you wear your bum bag, if you are the fortunate winner, as a crossbody bag or around the waist?
Oh, a cross-body bag. That's the rage now,
It is
isn't
the rage, it is.
You might
It
look
is.
like you're selling something illegal, though, Stu.
It says
I'll hang
here,
on the corner.
it says here that you're
Yes.
picking up a veggie box. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, we just order stuff each week and, pick it up from around the corner. It's great.
That sounds
Saves
like
me going to Woolies.
Yeah, sounds like a nice lifestyle.
Yep. Get everything I need in it.
Good on you, mate. Let's go to Alicia. Hello, Alicia.
Hi.
So, should you be at work now? Where should you be, Alicia, instead of gas bagging to me?
Well, no, the boss paid for work lunch, so we're on our way home.
Are you a bit lit? Did you have a few drinks?
Not me, but a few of the others.
Yes.
Is anyone in the car with you?
Yes, I've got 4 accountants and another one of the admin.
Boring.
Oh, I was going to say, that is hot. Accountants and admin people.
I'm
All
so
right.
sorry. Back to Stuart and his illegal bum bag stuff.
All right, let's get cracking. Stuart versus Alicia. I love you both. Your names are your buzzers. Best of 5. First person to get 3 correct wins the game.
And there is a family pass to Despicable Me 4. Gru and the Minions are back for a new adventure. Only in cinemas June 20, Despicable Me 4.
Despicable Me. Question number 1. Donald Trump referred to which pop star as surprisingly beautiful? She's my queen and saviour.
No idea.
It's the great Taylor Swift.
Uh-huh.
Stuart.
Stu's not a fan.
Got that one wrong.
Hey, Stuart, just talking about veggie boxes, for a while there, I got one that was like all the rejects from the farm. And so I didn't know what I was getting. And every week felt like a MasterChef challenge. I could open up and go, oh, I've got to cook with sweet potato and eggplant.
Fun.
Oh, yeah, no mystery boxes here. I just order it.
Yeah, see, I like to live dangerously, Stuart. Question number 2.
All right.
How many time zones are there in Australia?
Alicia.
Alicia.
3.
Yes, well done. Question number 3. Name the artist behind the song from Despicable Me.
Despicable Me. Why ask why when this is art? Why parallel when I could just part? Why does vector...
He sings happy.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Alicia.
Yes, Alicia?
Pharrell?
It is Pharrell. Question number 4. In the music world, what does R9 refer to?
Alicia.
Yes, Alicia, for the win.
Rihanna's 9th album.
Yeah, baby. You are off to see the Minions and you've got the bum bag. Well done.
The girl that's driving is very excited for the bum bag.
Now, I just want to... Where is the prize sheet? I want to give something to Stuart because he's made my day, but radio's not like it used to be. Hey, do you want to go see the Garfield movie, Stuart?
Yeah, why not?
Good on you, mate. You're off to see it. Take your own lasagna.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
How's this for a headline? The hot rodent boyfriend. Why Gen Z has gone wild for sexy rat guys. Now, I had no idea that this was going on, but it makes so much sense. These new generation of hot guys sort of all look the same and they all look like hot rodents.
They do. I feel like for me it sort of started, I started noticing it with Pete Davidson.
Yes.
When Kim was dating him, and then Kylie with Timothy Chalamet. He's
definitely rodenty in the face.
He
like
is.
a rat. And then that guy from The Bear, what's his name?
Oh, Jeremy
whatever.
Jeremy Allen White?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh O'Connor, he's another one.
Yeah.
Looks like a rat. It is, sometimes you just hit the jackpot, don't you?
It would suck to be a Hemsworth now, because...
Yes, because they're Labradors.
Is that what they're called? Yeah.
Having said that, no, Golden Retrievers. Having said that, my new Vanity Fair arrived today in the post, and he's on the cover.
Chris?
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth.
And does he look good?
Yes.
Yeah.
He looks like a golden retriever, though. And that look is out. The golden retriever was big in the 90s and 2000s.
Yes.
We're talking sandy, blonde, friendly, nice. That has made way. It is the year of the rodent. And, these guys have just hit the jackpot because 20 years ago, no woman would have found them attractive, and then all of a sudden their rodent features are the best.
I agree. And I think as well, Swanee, Gen Z... Like back in the day with the golden retrievers, you had to be ultra masculine and jock-like. Whereas now in Gen Z, it's okay to be a little bit like what you'd call, I guess, metrosexual.
Yeah, bit weedy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I would say that maybe Harry Styles is like he's like the best looking hot rodent boyfriend, but there's still that element there. You found something very, very funny online.
So on TikTok, there's this viral sound that everyone films their hot rodent boyfriends to, and you put this sound over it, and it kind of sums up what we're talking about.
I love when beautiful girls have a little gay boyfriend. They just have a little feminine, vintage Levi's wearing, tote bag carrying, mustached little boyfriend. He's covered in the most random tattoos you've ever seen. One's like a hot dog skateboarding. His coworkers are shocked when he has this beautiful, stunning, amazing girlfriend, and they're like, "Is she your cousin?" And he's like, "No, I make sweet, sweet love to her."
I love it so much.
I think that's really beautiful.
So that voiceover accompanies just hot rodent boyfriends being in the world.
Girlfriends filming their hot rodent boys.
I wonder if there is someone that works in this office that fits that description. I don't think there's any hot rodent boys here.
No, I'd know. We don't have any.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You would know. I love that, you know, for many, many years, these hot rodent boyfriends would have thought that they were unattractive and that nobody was going to find them attractive. And then what goes around comes around, and all of a sudden you're the hottest things in the world. And the fact is, everybody loves different looks. That's what makes the world turn. That means that every pot has its lid. And I think we all have something about the opposite sex or the same sex, if that's what you're, you know, doing, that is supposed to be traditionally unattractive.
Yeah.
That when you see it, you go, whoa.
Do you have a specific feature or thing that
I have
turns you
two
on?
things. I have one thing in particular. I love a big nose.
Really?
Yes.
Is that why we're still working together? Because mine is huge.
I love a prominent nose. That is hot to me. And I know that I can see on the faces of the owners of the big nose that they've been told their whole lives that the big nose is bad. The big nose is good. Trust me, the big nose is good.
Do you like to squish it when you're kissing them?
No, I don't.
The
it's not about that.
physicality of it.
I like the way it looks.
Okay.
Don't get into that sort of stuff. I like that Tom, sit down. Sit down.
She loves the feeling of
No, she'll stop it. Oh my God, don't be disgusting. Jack, we're on air.
Sorry.
Anyway, I like the way it looks.
Yes.
And also, I don't mind bald. I like bald.
Wow.
B-A-L-D.
Yeah. Bald's a good look.
I'm going to get you out of here.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are talking about hot rodent boyfriends, and the new dawn has arrived.
I'm here for it.
If you are a weedy, ratty-looking man, then this is your time to shine.
Get some weird tattoos. Get some baggy old Levi's and embrace it.
I mean, I love it. It's a look that I love.
Yeah.
Troye Sivan is a little bit hot rodent.
He is.
And he's the sort of guy, I mean, to me, he is so exquisite.
You love him, don't you?
I know, he's so elegant.
Yeah.
And he would absolutely rock a tattoo of a hot dog.
On a skateboard.
You
have like a weird specific couple of things that are traditionally unattractive that you find hot.
Yeah, that we've been told our whole lives, oh no, nobody likes a big nose. I do like a big nose.
Yeah.
I will seek you out if you have a big nose.
Yeah. Keep going, just keep going.
Why is it funny?
You've got to Tom stop. You've got to get that that's kind of funny.
Is it? I don't think it is. I think it's... Anyway, and I've been trying to ask you, what do you like that you've been told isn't, like traditionally hot? And you are utterly shallow and you only like what you're told is handsome.
I know. I like it. I don't mind a jock or a golden retriever looking Hemsworth
and
guy.
even in women, you like their nails done and their hair done and they've got to dress a certain way. But I don't mind any of that. Sarah, what is your little quirk?
Well, I used to find hairy really off-putting until one day I laid eyes on my now husband. And as soon as I looked at him, I just thought he was the sexiest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Oh, really?
And he's Lebanese, so he's very hairy chest, hairy back, hairy shoulders. And it just drives me absolutely wild.
There is something I love a hairy chest too. But there are those ones, like a 70s hairy chest. They're sort of like flat, like a gorilla almost.
Do you know who's got one of those that I
Who?
keep seeing on Abby Chatfield's Instagram? Her new boyfriend from Peking Duck, Kelly. He's got a really great, hairy, hot chest.
I love a hairy chest. I agree. Good on you, Sarah.
Rachel, what do you find hot that's traditionally not hot?
Oh, afternoon, everyone. For me, it's what I refer to as a happy tummy. So it's not necessarily a beer gut, but just being able to have a happy tummy on my man, that is Christmas for me.
I love it. So Rachel, I agree. And you know that men have brought into all these body lies that women have also bought into, and they call it a dad bod. And I'm like, no, it's gorgeous.
Oh, yum.
Oh my God, Rachel, you're gorgeous. Karen, what is the one thing that really gets you going that you've been told all your life that really shouldn't?
Honestly, just someone that's like really skinny, like them bony. So, like, I think just like things like elbows, elbows, like Achilles on the ankle, like just really.
Oh my God, I love that so
anything
much.
that just kind of reflects a really skinny person, I guess.
You like them malnourished?
A wee bit, yeah.
Oh, you must be loving this hot rodent boyfriend time of life.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's go click in.
Chrissy's clickbait.
So I was today years old when I realised Barry Keoghan from Saltburn was a dirty dog. So I knew that he was with Sabrina Carpenter. And this morning I received a text message from my friend Pete who said, oh my God, have you seen the clip for Please, Please, Please? And I said, no, I haven't.
I did watch it.
I haven't seen it.
It's a bit like... the first thing I thought about it was, what's she going to think when she breaks up with him? And he's all over her body of work.
Okay, so Barry Keoghan and
Sabrina
Carpenter have hard launched their relationship. They've been going out for a while. They've been spotted on, red carpets here and there. I thought they were a lovely couple, whatever. I did not realise that he was married to somebody else and had a baby,
Barry was?
18 months ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He, really adapted the Saltburn theme to his own life.
Well...
just loose and doing whatever he wants.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about becoming a father and then moving? I don't know. I'm so torn because I feel like the mother can't do that.
I know, but Swanee, if they'd had the baby and then decided to separate, people separate at all times of life, at all stages. It happens. So if it was do we think there was crossover or no? Is that what the implication is?
Yes, there is. And his ex-girlfriend, Alison Sandro, she liked, so on the post of Barry and Sabrina Carpenter, somebody sort of made a little comment going, what about single mums and women raising,
Dig.
and his ex liked it.
Aha.
So look, I don't think it's good.
But also, wouldn't you be flat if your ex started dating Sabrina Carpenter, like the lady of the moment?
See, I've never understood that element. But that's coming out too in the commentary. Anyway, I just don't know how I feel about it. It's like...
we can't turn on Barry yet.
We can't yet?
No.
Apparently the tide is turning against Barry. And another hot rodent. Another hot rodent boyfriend, Jeremy Allen White, did the same thing.
I love him. Have you watched The Bear?
No, I tried to. I couldn't get into it.
Oh, it's a great show. And also, Jeremy Allen... you need to watch it. Now you just say it. Barry Keoghan and Jeremy Allen White could be related. They've got such similar facial structures.
I tell you, it's the hot rodent
the
boyfriend.
hot rodent boys are just all looking the same.
Yes. Now, let's move on to Nick Cannon. I always forget and then I'm reminded... he has 11 children.
That is like my actual worst nightmare.
11 children.
How awful.
How do you even know what
you don't.
They're called?
You don't. You have lots of nannies and you pay a lot of child support.
A lot. He is looking forward to Father's Day and he's going to catch up with all 11 of his kids.
I bet he is.
He likes the gifts.
The fact he's come out and publicly said that is kind of embarrassing.
I mean, I only just remembered this morning when I was putting this together that he is the father of Moroccan and Monroe, Mariah Carey's kids.
They probably haven't seen him since 2007.
I've put all their names down. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah, run me through.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we start with Moroccan and Monroe. That mother is Mariah Carey. That's the last mother you'll hear from. I just want to concentrate on the kids.
Go.
Golden Sagon, Rise Messiah, Powerful Queen, which I love. I think that could be the best one. Brittany Bell, Zion Mixolydian, Zillion Air. Zillion.
What a name.
What a great name. Beautiful Zeppelin. That sounds like
Strong.
a shiny buzzy. Legendary Love. I like that.
I like Legendary as a name.
Legendary Love. Onyx Ice.
Yeah, okay.
And the last one is Halo Marie. Halo Marie.
Halo Marie?
Halo Marie. Look at me, Halo Marie.
Now check this out. The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.